Chapter 1. A mage will be needed. An explosion is both a beginning and an ending. Nietzsche, the Mad Dragon. The border between the two regions was frozen. Habra had always suffered from the cold, likely due to its high altitude. Lemuria, though flatter and lower, shared the same harsh temperatures. Rivers and lakes lay partially frozen, shaping landscape as poetic as they were unforgiving. Few ancient scriptures remain about Lemur's dwelling, but one consensus endures. It was once green and inhabited, but they say the dragon himself froze it all. He just wanted to be alone. Most descriptions portray a land of frost and desolation, but in the draconic letters, Lemur often complained about insects and little rodents nesting between his claws. The smaller, the more cunning, he would say. When the weather changed, people began exploring the region in search of relics and treasure. At first, the council welcomed it, but soon they realized the black market was far more seductive than the noble ideal of preserving history. When corruption became too obvious to ignore, the council tumbled Lemuria and Alcantara, declaring them hazardous zones. After all, contested lands aren't bound by the treaty. One must not blame wild nature, only admire it. What a load of nonsense. Art is full of phrases like that, pretty, empty, and unable to stand on their own. In Nabria, the cold whispered that not even the dragon gods could escape the truth. Beneath a white shroud of mist, three figures huddled close to a fire. A bulking brute, a wiry sorcerer, and a girl, too young for such frozen world.
Did you talk to him?
The giant asked. The girl pulled down her white hood. Her silver eyes were reflecting the twin moons.
We're going to need a mage.
She said.
A mage? What for? We already hired Carlos.
The giant was confused.
Carlos isn't a mage.
She explained.
He's a sorcerer.
Her humility and innocence were so genuine, it was impossible to detect even a hint of arrogance.
There is a difference?
The giant asked. The girl laughed, shaking her head.
Look, it's kind of worrying that you don't remember the difference between a mage and a sorcerer. But I'll gladly explain.
She took on a teacherly tone, almost as if giving a lesson to the massive man before her.
Mages are intellectual by nature. They spend their whole lives studying scrolls and tomes from across Arta. Because of that, they're fluent in nearly every known language, or at least enough to replicate reading magic.
And what about the sorcerers?
Sorcerers are chaotic. They're born with all the mana they'll ever have, so they don't need to study or train. At least that's what they say.
The girl spun the parchment between her fingers.